Saturday, I guess. I'm back at my doctor's office complex, but this time for urgent care because my doctor didn't have any openings. So I messaged my doctor's office yesterday. I told them, the last several days I've had these weird skin sensations and I have nothing to show for because it's just literally like a sensation. Like my left cheek and all throughout my neck and my shoulder, I've had this weird, almost like a sunburn prickle. That's how I can describe it, right? No marks, no bruising, no redness, no rashes, no fever, no other symptoms. It's just this odd, like when I touch it, like to the touch, it feels like an owie sunburn or like really, really faint, like if your foot falls asleep, that kind of feeling. But that's about it. Very light, weird, like you over exfoliated your skin and now your skin is irritated. That's how it feels. Like even putting my purse strap on my shoulder is getting uncomfortable. Made my way here like early in the morning. Like, first of all, I had an uncomfortable sleep to begin with, just whatever. And then I woke up at like 5 minutes before 6, started my workout, like had a pretty good morning. And then I come here strolling in and I was like, okay, cool. Someone will find something and I'll be able to follow up with my doctor. Wrong. Basically, I don't know if he was like an attending physician. He comes in and he's like, so what's been going on? I tell him what's going on and he tries to see if there's anything that he can pick out, like any marks or any rashes. Nothing. He basically says, well, is there anything else that you have concerns with? Like, is there anything else you'd like us to take a look at? Oh, gee, doc, I don't know, like, maybe, like, do your own workup and try to figure it out. Like, I don't know. I'm expecting, like, a house-type doctor to, like, stroll in and be like, we're gonna figure out this mystery. But instead, he's like, are you concerned with anything else? I'm like, well, no, just this mystery here, and I don't know. Sorry, I look over there because I don't know if that's, like, a hawk or a dove. I know that's like two different birds, but like it's so far away, I don't know like what kind of bird I'm looking at in the distance, but it's really pretty because it's just perched on top of a tree. Anyways, basically that's it. He was like, I don't know what you have, and maybe make a follow-up with your doctor. I don't have any answers. So yeah, basically wasted a $30 copay for someone to say, I don't know what's wrong with you, and not do any workup besides, look at my skin with some gloves. He looked at my ears. He figured maybe I had shingles. So he was getting somewhere because when he heard about it, but usually like the symptoms of shingles starts on only one side, and this is like left and right. And then I have no like marks or fevers or anything to show for shingles. So he was headed somewhere, but then he ruled that out very quickly. I just, yeah. I mean, I guess the morning is still young. I was in and out of there in like less than 30 minutes. So now I'm going to hang out with my children and hopefully, I don't know, not have any concern. He said, come back to the urgent care if you have any swelling, any fever, any rashes show up, anything spreads. But yeah, I don't have a follow-up with my doctor. I looked at all his available appointments and he doesn't have something till the end of September. So I'm joining the wait list. So if there's any cancellations, they can move me up so they could figure this out, because it's weird. It's weird. I'm weird. I'm not a hypochondriac, I swear, but I've had this for like quite a few days now, and now I'm like, what do I do? Hopefully my weekend goes better. There's wrestling tonight. We're going to a Lucha show, and Comic-Con is in 1 week, so you'll see some pretty cool vlog footage, hopefully, other than me just ranting about doctor things. All right, love you all. Bye.
Where are we going?
We're going to.
Well, where did we just go?
We just Flying.
Just had dinner with some family, and now we're on our way to an event called Love Thy Lucha. And it is Love Thy Neighbor, which is a community organization, ministry type group, and they are having a lucha event, and it will, what?
It's gone.
What is gone?
Zorbus.
Zorbus is gone? Zorbus, yo, what? When did that happen? Oh, the Lucha Libre All Stars are the wrestlers that are going to be wrestling tonight. Also, the skin sensation I have. I talked to my aunt about it. She said that I should probably ask for a dermatology and or neurology referral, because she said it sounded a lot like nerve pain, which it makes sense, because that weird kind of numb, tingly sensation is, I mean, basically what I feel from the nerve damage that I have for my carpal tunnel on both my wrists. So makes a lot of sense, and I'm starting to feel it down here now. Think I might have to go to the ER tonight, because the doctor did say if anything changes to get seen. So yeah, we'll see how I feel by the end of the wrestling event, because I'm stubborn and I don't want to miss the wrestling event. So
you guys could have been anywhere on a Saturday evening, but you chose to be here, and we are thankful for that. So what a blessing to see all these faces.
Monday. As you can see with the footage that we got with like my little camcorder here, it didn't have this mic attached, so the audio was really gross and disgusting. So I have decided that if I'm going to use this, I have to have the mic hooked up, because testing the sound, it was a lot better, or I'm hoping it'll be a lot better. But anyway, aside from that, the rest of the evening was eventful. I had to go, I ended up going to ER after the wrestling event. So the wrestling event didn't get out. We weren't out of there till almost 10. And then we went to the ER and we weren't home until almost 1 a.m. Basically, the doctor that I had needs a gold star and a cookie and all the awards, because the minute it was crazy. Like he overheard the nurse getting all the information, and so he right away came into the triage room to like start diagnosing me. He was like, "Oh, I was overhearing everything that you said. You said it was for how many days?" I went over like, you know, the sensations I was having, where the pain was. He quickly wanted to diagnose me for either some kind of like arthritis. What was the other one that I said it could be, Tom? Anyways, he wanted to rule out a couple of things, so we ended up getting blood work, and then he ended up also ordering up a CT scan for me, which they found in my cervical part of my spine at C5 and C6. He saw some degenerative disc disease. I know that's like a mouthful. But because of some of that part of my spine compressing together, it's pinching a lot of the nerves, which is causing the weird, you know, tingly, nummy sensations. Basically, I'm going to do a follow-up with my primary doctor, hopefully start up some PT through my doctor, and then he gave me some meds to kind of temporarily relieve some of the pain that I was feeling. But yeah, doctor worked really well, really fast. I was in and out of there. I mean, that is the fastest trip to the ER I think I've ever had. Props to the whole entire staff that night, because they were on top of things. I was given like a couple of injectable medications while I was there too. Something to help with like, oh, that's what it was. It was like he wanted to rule out either like something arthritic or some kind of like migraine. That's what it was. Because then they ended up giving me 2 injectables. One was like a really strong like ibuprofen, and the other one was like a nerve pain one, but it also helps with migraine. So that's what it was. But yeah, anyway, so that was like the rest of my Saturday. Today, the girls actually got to meet their teachers because they start school in 2 days already. So they got to meet their teachers. We walked around campus for a little bit. And yeah, that was basically it. That's where I'll end it. The weekend was very eventful. That Love Thy Lucha event was really fun. The girls had a blast. And yeah, that's about it. All right. Bye. Peace out. Love you.
Because tonight will be the night that I will wrestle you over again.